Okay, final press conference. We've just had it for the York Hall on Saturday night. Now we've got the English heavyweight champion, Dec Spelman. How are you, Dec?
Good, cheers, sir. Thank you.
And his, well, how can we describe you? The jack of all trades and, Carl Greaves, who does just about everything in this sport.
How you doing? You okay?
Good stuff. Now, you're fighting Shakan Pitters. Now, the first thing that struck me, when you were just doing the face-off there, is you're going to be doing a lot of punching upwards on Saturday night.
Yeah, that's it. But we've trained for that. You know, we're not fools. You know, we see how big he is, and we know what we've got to do to get inside.
Is that more tiring?
Well, it's not if you train for it right.
You fought him over 3 rounds before in the Ultimate Boxer. Now, both of you, to be fair, have said you're taking nothing from that, but you must be a little bit of familiarity, I guess.
Yeah, you know, we've been in there, we've felt each other's power, and you know, I felt a bit of what he's got, he's felt a bit of what I've got, but you know, we're going to be both fresh, and it's a 10 round, and that's a big difference in this. You know, and it's down at 12-7, so you know, we're not banking on that, but they are big, you know, the big things in this fight. So we'll see how it plans out.
Now, young Carl here has been banging the drum for you for a number of years now, and I suppose it was a great source of pride when you were able to secure him that English title shot against Kurt Garvey and also put it on in his hometown of Scunthorpe.
Yeah, I was really pleased when I won the purse bids. I mean, Dec's a massive seller in Scunthorpe, so popular. I mean, the place was banging, and he did a great job that night, did a number on Kurt Garvey. I mean, Kurt was never in the fight, he felt Dec's power early and was a bit afraid to get involved. And like you say, looking at the scorecards, Dec won it convincingly. So that's put him in good stead for this fight. I mean, obviously it's a 10-round fight. He's been 10 rounds a couple of times. He's tried and tested. He's a powerful, strong man. He hits very hard with both hands, and I've got every faith in him that he can win this fight.
Did that evening vindicate what you've been saying all along? Because I suppose people kind of knock you a little bit when you big up your fighters over the years, but did that sort of vindicate all the belief you've had in Dec?
Yeah, I mean, it was a big risk. I mean, obviously Kurt Garvey was a great amateur, good pedigree, and he won the title off the champion. So it was a big risk, but I mean, like I say, I've had every faith in Dec from day one. I mean, he come to me with the ambition of being a journeyman and going on the road. I mean, I saw the potential in him, and I said, "You must be crazy." I said, "Let's have a go. Let's have a go at this properly." So we had to go at selling tickets. He sold like 70, 80 to start with, then he got built and built up. We kept him at home, and then finally we've put him on a big show in his hometown of Scunthorpe, and I think he sold 450 tickets personally, and it's just built there. His following is fantastic. I mean, even on my social media, he gets more likes and comments than any of the other fighters. He's so popular, and he's a great lad, down to earth, believes in his ability, but I believe in it as well, and he's got fantastic power, and I'm sure he'll prove that on the night.
Dec, did you really want to fight about 35 times a year?
Well, we're only, I mean, from since winning the English title, I think we're only about 4 months down the line. But it's good, you know. It keeps my mind switched on, and and it's a big task. Sorry. So you know, we're back in 4 months later. Massive fight, BT Sports. You can't turn these fights down, you know. And I'm happy. I'm happy to be straight out again.
If you'd have gone on that journeyman route, you could have been probably on all sorts of shows, I suppose, but you must be glad but your manager steered you away from it.
Yeah, obviously, I think at the start I was seeing pound signs, oh yeah, get out, you know, earn a few quid, but no, I've been patient, and I listened to what this man has to say, and you know, he knows his stuff, and it's worked, you know. Look where we are, you know, we're in the top 10 in Britain, I'm English champion, and you know, I've got big names talking about 9 names, so you know, the plan worked, and you know, and the journey continues.
Is this a voluntary, Carl?
Yeah, it is a voluntary, and obviously people will be looking at it and think you're crazy to be taking Shakan Pitters as a voluntary, but like I've said before, the prize is big, the money's very good, and like I say, and Dec really fancies this fight more than anything. I mean, we could have obviously got him a voluntary defence at home, he'd have had the effort of going around selling tickets and all that again, and he just said to me, look Carl, I really want to go on a big show, I want to go on this BT Sports show and on a big platform and get my name out there even more. And I said, well, it's going to be Shakan Pitters if you want to box him. And straight away he says, yeah, I really fancy this fight. He said, listen, I know I can beat him, and let's go for it. And that's what we've done.
Dec, you had a poignant moment last week where I saw via your social media, I think, but you gave your championship belt to the family of Scott Westgarth. It must have been quite a moving experience taking it up there.
Yeah, it's something I felt I had to do. You know, I went down there. Obviously, I've been in talks with the family ever since that night happened. You know, felt it's something I had to do. You know, I went down, went to see his bench, and you know, hand over the belt, and so I felt, you know, it's in my head. I wanted to do that, and I've done it.
Am I right in saying the family have given you great support since that night?
Yeah, they have, and they're only a phone call away, and I know that, and that's been a great help along the way.
Taking you back quickly to the Shakan Pitters fight, if I think back to the Ultimate Boxer, he put you down in the first round, but was it right that he landed on a nose that had been broken in a previous fight?
Yeah, I broke in the second round of the McIntyre in the semis. But it is what it is. That's that competition. You take risks, and there was no way I was not going to go into that final fight, you know. So yeah, he caught me on at a corker, and fair play to him. You know, he splattered it well. But
right on the hoose here.
That's it. Yeah, but you know, it's all different now. I'm fresh. I'm ready. And 10-rounders, and these 10-round fights are. I love them. I love the 10-round fights. Physically hard, physical. You know, powerful. I'm very strong. Come forward, and we train like maniacs in the gym. And I know I'm fit, and I know I'm ready. So it's going to be a totally different fight this time.
What do you reckon to the other light heavyweight fight on the bill, Zach Chelli against Cody Davis? How do you see that one going?
It's an interesting fight. I never realised how big Cody was, to be honest, until standing next to him. So yeah, I mean, you've got Chelli coming up. Cody obviously very big light heavy. Reckons he can make super middle. It'd be huge super middle for that. So yeah, it's an intriguing fight. I said Zach Chelli to win. Looking at both now and talking to it, sounding them both, I don't know. I couldn't pick them, so I'm on the fence.
Lyndon Arthur fighting for the Commonwealth title. Is that something you'd quite like to look at in the aftermath of this one?
Yeah, I really rate Lyndon. I really rate him, and it'd be a fight I'd love to be in as well. Looking for the Commonwealth now, isn't he? So, yeah, obviously a massive fight Saturday for me, very hard fight. So there's no point even thinking about them fights, because them fights don't happen until we get past Saturday. So everything on Saturday, we get past that, and then we look for other things.
Do you still see Dec getting in the mix with your Lyndon Arthurs, your Anthony Yards, your Joshua BUATSIs?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I can't see no reason if Dec wins this fight that he can't be manager for the British title. I mean, why not? He beat the champion, the English champion, Kurt Garvey, who was the champion. He's now fighting a 12-0 lad that's beat Dec before. So why not make him manager for the British title after this? I mean, he shouldn't have to go down the eliminator routes and all that. He's tried and tested, he's proven, and he'll be coming off 2 good wins, hopefully, and let's get him in there. I mean, I've got a feeling that BUATSI is going to move on now, though. I think he'll move on to the world stage. They've got very big high hopes for him, obviously the matchroom lot. So I think he'll probably be in the mix with Craig Richards, because I know he's mandatory to fight BUATSI. But that fight's taking its time to happen, and I don't think it's going to happen. So it'll be wide open. And like you say, if Dec wins this fight, let's get him in there for the British title. Why not?
On the subject of British title, an update on the Bullet, please.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, I mean, obviously the fight was made. He's got Anto Kakacha. He's his mandatory for the British title. A good fighter, a good puncher, big pedigree from the amateurs himself from Belfast. And like the fight was scheduled in Belfast. Unfortunately, Sam he suffered from sciatica. It's an occurring problem, but he's fit and healthy now. He's ready to go. And we're just waiting on a date. We're hoping, I've spoke to Francis today, and we're hoping to get a date any time now, and he said it'll be November. So let's put that fight to bed. It's been dragging on now. It's been getting on my nerves, to be honest with you. I want to get it out of the way. Hopefully Sam wins that in great fashion, get another defence of the British title, and then let's move on to this WBO stage and obviously let him defend his WBO Intercontinental. He's number 8 in the world now. Push up the rankings, and I mean an Archie Sharp fight makes sense to me. I mean, he's in the WBO. He's very highly thought of with Queensberry and Warren and everybody's talking about him. So let's get that fight on. I mean, stop the talking. Let's just do it. I mean, sometimes you get sick of talking and what fights are happening and what's not happening. I mean, Archie's number 9 at the minute at the WBO, Sam's number 8. Let's get him a little bit further up in the rankings, probably number 4 and 5, and let's get it on for a world title eliminator.
You see Garrity as a good fight for him?
Yeah, it's a tricky fight. I mean, Garrity's awkward, his southpaw is quite big, but I don't think he makes 9-4 very comfortable, and I think that's his downfall. Obviously, McCullough did a number on him, and I reckon that was down to the weight. I mean, I might be wrong. I mean, I don't know Garrity, but he just looks a big guy for the weight, and I know Archie should beat him, but I think it'll be tricky. He'll have his moments. Garrity with him being Southpaw and awkward and that, but I would say that Sharp will beat him, yeah.
Carl Greaves, Dec Spelman, good luck, thank you very much.
Thank you, cheers.